and all the hipsters, all the, those chubby green-haired tundra Wookiees. They want to have abortions, but no one will sleep with them. Those. You're doing it because you're a filthy communist, and you're trying to unravel our society. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast, Be Free, Stay Free. I'm your host. I remain uneducated, unvaccinated, and completely non-suicidal. To my left, to your right, is my friend, fellow comedian, and may I say legendary drinking partner.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Gino Visconti.
My liver just winked when you said that.
Folks, we're going to do something a little different tonight. First,
be funny?
No, I could never do that. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to mock some Marxists tonight. And we've got some videos that we want to run through, and we're going to talk about news and all that fun stuff too. And we've got a special guest coming on for the third segment. But Gino, I want to show you some videos, and I just want us to mock everyone we see.
It's like the not-so-libs of TikTok.
Exactly.
I kind of like it. There's a lot going on with these idiots, and the beauty of it is that when you watch it, they think this is normal behavior.
Absolutely.
I find that hysterical.
And you know what? They even think it's noble behavior.
Even better.
Noble behavior. All right. So this first segment I call Muslims Are Totally Not Here to Replace Us segment. All right. We're gonna do like one or two videos of each segment. We've got one here. So Bill, up in the booth, can you please play Muslims Are Totally Not Here to Replace Us segment, and we'll see what Gino and I think of this video. And it's called Muslims Are Totally Not Here to Replace Us. It's the first one.
Maybe they should replace this guy.
Yep. What's that? Ah. Death to America. Now, Gino, how do you handle this? I say clothespin him, knock him down, and put your knee on his throat.
Okay, first of all, if that's Spirit or Frontier Airlines, I'm not totally against the guy's point. I mean, if he's saying death to Americans or American Airlines, he's just a jerk. But if he's on Spirit, like, the guy's got a point.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think this guy thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get in an airplane, yell Allahu Akbar,
yeah,
and all the Americans are going to freak out, which they're doing.
Sure.
But little do they know, a hero was among them. He looks like Daryl from that zombie thing, the Walking Dead. Look at that. He was up and pinned him down. Look at that. The religion of pieces is now the religion of pinned down. Look at that clown.
What does Aaron Berg say? It's a religion of peace. After they're done, there's a piece of someone here, a piece of someone there.
See, I call it the religion of pieces because they blow themselves into pieces.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, folks. So happy travels on the holidays.
In what country is that normal behavior? Only here. Like, this is what I don't get about, if you don't get, like, how people are allowing these, I'm going to say it, these people. They're the new these people. I live in East Harlem. I can say these people, and 4 black guys will go like, Muslims? Yeah. Those people.
Oh, look, he gave him a little, was that a little tuck to the ribs? I think there's a little.
I wouldn't call it a tuck. What's it called? Oh, the old wood shampoo. Do you know any policemen? He gave him the old wood shampoo. Like, if you think there's no country where that's normal behavior, I dare say, except here. That's where if you see a video like that, you're like, oh, it's only here. No one wants to blow up planes in their, I'll say it to quote Donald Trump, shithole countries. They don't. They don't. Like, people will sit there and tell you, like, oh, this country is going to crap. Well, then why are people so desperate? Desperate to come here.
Absolutely. And when are we flying directly into Dearborn? That's what I want to know. Why did that even happen? There you go, folks. That's they're totally not here to replace us. These Muslims, they're not here to replace us. They what is it, Joe? They Takia.
No, that's not real. That's not real.
Where they lie their way through the first wave, then they get here, they go, we were kidding. When we said we weren't here to kill you, we're totally here to, oh, hey, hold on. There you go.
I wish I did. You see while the Mamdani thing was going on, and what else can you call it but the Mamdani thing? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's welcome to Little Iraq. The thing you weren't noticing is 22 other posts, 22 other government offices across the country were filled by Muslims. They're coming. They're coming.
Yeah.
And if you whether you believe taqiyya is real or not, and it is, it is.
And you know what? You know what really steams my clams, Gino? I've been telling people that what's going on in England now will happen here in 3, maybe 5 years, but usually 3. And now it's happening.
Yep.
The New York City just released a guy from Algeria. They call him an asylum seeker, but he's actually a jihadi daddy, is what he is. And he attempted to rape 2 women in his cab because he took out the partition.
There were 3 in there, but one was asking for it.
Yeah, they took it out. They took out the partition.
What?
And he was like ripping off underwear. He got 2 women that he sexually assaulted, and they didn't send him to jail. They said, "Nah, we're cool. Get out there." Get out there.
Is that in Michigan?
That's in New York City.
Oh, I missed that. I missed that.
Earlier this week, Michigan. I kind of expect it now.
Sure.
I mean, I grew up in Michigan. I remember going for the weekly what do you call it? Imam rapes? Imam rapes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we would just show up. We knew we had to do it. They're pedos, and. I got out of that. I went to Catholic school, so I didn't have to submit to the weekly. That's not my imami. It's not my imami situation. Let's do another one. Let's do, all right, boys in the booth. Second one, it's about the Seattle man. It's called Naked and Afraid segment because they're naked and I'm afraid. Check this out. This is Seattle. This is what's going on in Seattle. This is the United States of America. Look at that car burning. And look at this guy. Look at him. He's just standing there. Taking a leak. He's got his pants down. He's just taking a leak.
Sure.
As his car burns. And rumor has it he's holding a knife to his throat, but I can't really see it. Now, Gino, what do you think when you see that's America right there?
Yeah. This is normalized behavior in Seattle.
Yes, this is every day.
This is what they want this is how when you push back against normalcy and rules, that becomes normalcy.
Yes.
The lack of rules and insanity.
This is the new normal in Seattle. Keep in mind they've got over 1,000 businesses that took off. Why? Well, because no one wants to go to work and have to maybe sidestep a burning car. And the guy just standing there, and you know what? He's taking a leak, but he doesn't look like he is. He looks like he's just hanging out having a smoke. He just happens to have his pants and his...
Because no one's stopping him. And I love when Trump sends troops into these areas.
Yeah.
You know, and you always get the blue leader going like, no, we're fine. That's only he's showing one small part. It shouldn't be any part.
Yeah.
It's like when they tell you, this is what libs will tell you. Well, 8 of the 10 highest murder rates are in red states. Yes, because of the tiny blue cities where murder is concentrated. That's it. It's like if I say I was with your old lady last night and I killed her, well, I don't want to say that body part. The rest of her body is fine, but I killed that little location. You understand? Like, no, it's the red states. No, it's these places you pack insane people like that. Yeah, but it's just one spot. It should not be any spot.
It should not be any spot, but it is. It's always in the big blue toilet towns. Is it not? And I love how they're screaming at Trump. How dare he come here and save black lives? We're trying to get black people slaughtered so we can take away your guns.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can give Seattle is they did cover the 2.5 spread this. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I think we might have a sports section coming up. We might have a sports section.
What? I love it when someone got hit in the head with a bottle at a Vikings game. I love sports.
Folks, we're with Gino Bisconte here.
Hi, everybody.
On the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast, Be Free, Stay Free. We're mocking some Marxists through their videos. It's, let's do this one once. I love this. Now, this is the Patriot segment. It says J6er slaps. Now, let's bring that up. This is a J6er, Jake Lang, and he's in Dearborn yesterday, and he's got the Quran.
I saw. You sent me this. I love this.
With a pack of bacon. He's beating it with a pack of bacon. Look at that. They hate it. Look. Give us that Quran. No bacon.
I saw the beginning of this video, and you don't understand. The guy was marching before this. Okay, this is the end. When someone comes near him, he's begging for this because somebody, while he was marching, just ran up and punched him, and then ran like a bitch loser,
Yes,
like terrified, terrified. It's like that's what they do. Like this, they're like, no, you can't do anything to us. Things are going to start happening to these people once we, once. I love how Trump just keeps talking to Mom Downey, saying like, well, then you're not going to get any money. And Mom Downey's like trying to talk tough now. Have you seen him? He's like, well, we'll see. It's like Trump's like, he needs to reach out to me. He's trying to play, like his voice has already gotten a little gruffer.
Yep.
And am I wrong? And then we'll get back to these idiots and their bacon Quran.
I love that he's slapping the Quran with bacon.
Yeah.
That is just the biggest FU I've ever seen.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. He should be writing for SNL.
He tries to light it on fire later.
The bacon?
The Quran.
Oh.
And the guy in the Lions outfit, because he's from Dearborn, he's a big Lions fan.
Of course.
You know how football's huge over there. And he snatches it away. But he beats it with bacon. By God, that's my hero, Jake Lang, a former J6er, who, cleared by President Trump.
All of them.
Yay!
I recently did a thing on the Jubilee Network. It's called Surrounded, and it's one Gen Z versus all these Trump people, and I ended up talking about J6, and I don't want to get into that because it's just, I call it click debate, which is really, it's just, there's never an answer.
Right.
But it's just the common sense of it when I say we live in America. And I could see if we lived in England, you could say that's an insurrection. They don't have guns. Or Zimbabwe, they don't have guns. But when you live in America and everyone can show up with guns, and we don't even show up with torches and pitchforks, and the only gun is Ashley Babbitt getting killed, then you know something is incorrect. And there were a few ne'er-do-wells on J6, but when you put grandmothers in jail.
Yeah, Mimas. We got the MAGA Mimas.
When you put Mimas in jail to scare everyone, then you have to let everyone go. I didn't realize the little clock. I said clock. I realized the little clock.
Folks,
clock.
Gino Bisconte here. We'll be right back.
You've worked hard and saved, but inflation and increased money supply are eroding your buying power. Protect and grow your wealth with physical gold and silver. Sound Money. With a Sound Money wallet, your wealth stays in your control. Buy fractionally, vault securely, ship directly, and instantly liquidate your gold and silver at the highest buyback price in the industry. Real money, real ownership. Visit tafwsoundmoney.info or scan the QR code and start securing your financial future today.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Live from Studio 6B on a Friday night, live at the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice, all across the country, 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
Yeah, baby. Folks, welcome back to the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free. My friend and my drinking buddy, fellow comedian Gino Bisconti.
I never went home after Fred's show yesterday. Been here the whole time. It's fantastic. Couches are so comfy.
He's been here the whole time, baby. And what we're doing something a little different. The first couple of segments, we're just going to mock the Marxists. We're going to make fun of the apparatchiks because they're diarrhea people, and someone's got to make fun of them. And that is what we do here. We make fun of the far left, so-called progressive diarrhea people on the left. Let's do. You know what? Let's keep the fun going. Let's do MAGA hat. You guys see the next one, MAGA hat? Let's do that one. This is, this is one of those videos I can't watch enough. Gino, let me know what you think. Here we go. Steve Inman.
Oh, we love Inman.
Yeah.
It takes a big shot to the right and gets thrown to the curb like a little bitch. Andy Tipa has no more tonight.
Watch
Let's
this,
take
though.
a quick look at this pathetic replay. You can see
So
Andy
watch.
Tipa
He connects.
started this. He provoked it with this big right. That
That's
doesn't even
so
do
Now
nothing.
watch.
That makes this guy laugh.
Here comes Mr.
Starts
MAGA hat.
laughing into beast mode, but I gotta hand it to Andy for
He
being a little
limbos out of that
bitch.
one.
He still got out of the way of that big
one.
right, but not so lucky in the coming shots.
Two,
His neck snaps
three.
back like a human Pez dispenser. His knees buckle like a
4,
newborn
5.
deer. And a nice
Oh, I
snap
love
shot
it.
to
Is
follow
that 6?
things up.
Let's have a
Snot
talk now.
bursts all
7.
over the car, and a
Not
big
enough.
right to the right of his dome gets thrown
And now
down
he gets
to the
thrown
floor
down.
like a freaking nasty.
Am I wrong? Like, the MAGA people never throw the first punch, but they always throw the last 6.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I love that.
And I'm not a violent guy. I'm not. But when you see these people that are so used to, this is how they become deranged.
Yeah.
They say ridiculous things, and people like, well, words are weapons, so let's not say anything back to them. And then they think that they can talk like that to normal people,
Yeah.
to sane human beings.
You know-
and then when the people like just look at them, they get all full of themselves like, I'm gonna hit them like I've seen in cartoons.
Yeah. You know, these are the kids. Remember when you were a kid and you'd be...
No, I'm 56. I don't remember when I was a kid.
I'd be at the mall with my mom, and I'd hear some kids say, "Mom, you're stupid." And I go, "Oh, he's going to get it." And he
Yeah.
doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, I want to call your mom stupid.
Yeah.
You get away with it. That's who
I want to call your mom stupid.
She's dead. Makes her double dumb.
I meant with a comma. I should have said comma stupid because I was going to bang his dead mother. But that's another thing. When you say, Mom, this isn't, I'll tell you what that kid that just got 8, 9 shots that had never got the mom look. Like, there are times I'll do jokes at a show. I bet you've done it too. Like, and you got to look for them when we're like, that's the mom look, and I'm not doing it. Like 99% of the time. And I respect the mom look.
Yeah.
Because they're not like, that's it. They're like, don't do that. And I'm like, ooh.
We've learned.
Yeah, I did it at a show once. Some woman gave me a look, and I just like moved on. But she was great. And then I'm like, how many kids you have? She's like, I have 2 kids. How'd you know? I'm like, I just know. That's the mom look. But these people aren't getting because people don't know the word parent is a verb anymore, and you get that pinhead.
Yep. And you know what? Let's watch this next one. This guy is my hero. This is the one, and now that it's coming out.
You have a video of me?
Now, let's watch this. This guy, you're my hero. But
This guy's my hero.
look at him, the guy with the cigarette.
Yeah.
Watch these salad dodging Antifa types. Here he is, still smoking.
Yeah.
And here's the slow motion. Boom! Here's
I
another.
love it.
Boom!
I love it.
Look, still smoking and smiling. He's smiling as he goes down to fight that guy. Smiling. This is brilliant. And look at these. Wait, watch the big salad dodger. Look at that fatty acid wearing the pink. Look at her. I'm going to get involved now. Now watch this old guy come in. Look, he's still throwing punches. Now watch this guy. Not him. That one. He was over. Here comes Grandpa Dynamite, giving him the headlights, giving him the headlamps there.
Yeah.
Is that guy? Tell me that guy shouldn't be president someday.
That guy, no. Oh, the guy with the cigarette should definitely be president.
Yeah.
But the old guy, he did the props to him because he walks like, you're not going to hit me because I'm not going to raise my hand. And he knew the guy's like, this guy will not hit me because I'm not a piece of garbage. He's showing his face.
Yeah.
The other guys are wearing their pink whatever blankets. They're under those. I've been under pink blankets. I mean, it's insane that these people, you see video after video of Antifa, because they're saving the world, and all they do is incite violence and hatred. But when we say, hey, we need ice to cover their faces so you can't see who they are,
yeah.
Oh, the minute you dox these idiots, they get all butthurt. Just and no one cares about you, but you want to show the faces of ICE. Stop it.
Now, let me ask you, was it Breast Cancer Awareness Day when they fought, or are they just a bunch of sissy Mary types,
I think
six pinklers?
They want to look like nipple heads. I don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe they ran out of remember back when they were wearing the, what was it, the vagina hat?
Yeah.
Maybe they got a deal on those. It was 2 for 1. I don't know.
I love that they're all wearing them. That means they had to have a meeting. All right, tomorrow, guys, pink.
Yeah.
Pink hijabs. for our trans Muslim friends.
It is even more of a joke that they wear pink. I don't even know why they do. How is Antifa? How does anyone in their right mind think those people, again, not my neighborhood or Muzzies, I'll say it. How does anyone think that is good for the country, good for anyone, normal, patriotic? No one does, right? No one does.
No, but the fact that they matched, they said we got to get our pink our hot pink.
Yeah.
Hijabis. What do you call them? Hijabs. Hijabs with their pajamas. They've got matching pajamas. And there you go, folks. That guy is a hero. I want to know who he is. I want to interview him.
The guy with the cigarette. I agree.
Yes.
I agree. I want to see the blood stains and teeth marks on that motorcycle helmet.
Man, do I love watching Antifa they're beating the snot out of us. Like you said, they think they know how to fight until they come up against a real man.
Yeah. They're like, well, we're Antifa, and they think the name is so tough that they think people are scared of them.
Yeah.
No one is scared of them. You know who's scared of them? The people that think they're good people.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you don't want to mess with Antifa. We do.
We do, actually.
We do.
I will fight any Antifa anytime. I don't even, I would love to have a helmet, but I don't need one.
No.
You don't. I'm telling you, man. So I grew up in Detroit. I learned really early on that when you get punched in the face 18 times, you learn to shut up. You learn to shut up.
Some of us do.
Tito Bisconte, not one of those people. All right, let's do anti-ICE segment, gentlemen. It says a woman's car. Check this out. This is a woman who is so desperate to scream at ICE for keeping her neighborhood safe that, well, let's watch what she does. See her car? Uh-oh. She pulled over to yell at ICE and forgot to put it in park.
Love it.
Her car sleeps with the fishes. See, here comes ICE with their guy. They got him anyway. Now, tell me the psychology behind a woman.
It's a shame it wasn't winter. The car would have went onto the ice.
I love that. Just so eager to get her 2 cents in.
They all think they're saving the world. They all do. They all do when while ICE is saving America. They think they're saving the world by like, oh, you can't do it. Yes, you can. And they always show the second part. These liberals, these libs on TikTok, they're like, look at this woman being attacked. Did you see the one where the woman's like, this is a news reporter and she's being tackled by ICE? No, she was a news reporter off duty that took a van and ran into the fucking ICE thing. And they're like, now we're gonna kick the shit out of you. Yeah. But I'm a reporter. You're off duty. And now you're on the ground, you dumb bitch.
Where do they get this sense of entitlement that I can do whatever I want and I'm going to get away with it?
I'm all for senses of entitlement doing whatever you want, but there are rules.
There are rules. All right, we got a couple more. Let's try to get to these. Let's go with ICE Agent right after that one, gentlemen, and then we got like one left. This is ICE Agent, again, with some... What's that? Yes, sir. Look at this. This is an ICE agent. And then look, it's the same crew, liberal white women.
Sure. Oh yeah. Oh.
No one saw that coming.
Oh, no one saw it after either. So good. Like, Well, that is not a mace. That looked like someone took a silly string container and filled it with mace.
That is some industrial strength mace. It's not like the crap you get at
Party City.
Yeah, and that's not even something. You can go to a sports store, and what you're going to get is not that.
Oh no,
that was like power vomiting, some blindness.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I saw someone get hit in the face with that much fluid, I was on a Japanese site that I can't mention here.
Last time I saw that, I was projectile vomiting from too much. Ever drink yellow bananas or 99 bananas?
Yes.
It's horrific. I polished off a bottle.
Let me tell you things that you can't that you'll drink once and be like, after you threw up, you're like, what was that? 99 bananas.
Yeah.
Right. What is it? Captain Morgan is disgusting now. It's nothing but sugar. And what's the other one? Oh, Goldschlager. You ever drink that?
Oh yeah.
After you drink one night of it and you're throwing up, you're like there are times you've thrown up drink. You're like, I had too much to drink. You're like, well, after that, you're like, what was I thinking?
You know what? I once got drunk on cream de menthe.
Quit bragging.
In high school.
I remember you threw up all over your trailer.
Yeah, exactly. I shit a candy cane. But I couldn't brush my teeth for 2 days because I was just going, whoa. But Evans, get on, brush your teeth. They're horrific. You're horrific. All right, we got time. Let's do this last one. Second Amendment. Watch this. This is why I love the Second Amendment, and I advocate for gun training. Watch this person. All right, what do you think is going to happen?
Oh, my God. Don't.
Yes.
By the way, she's got to get a new wig. Look at it. Look at her hair. Oh, my God.
I just ruined my weave. And she's trying to show off for the camera. I'm gonna get a lot of followers on TikTok. This is gonna be great.
Idiots.
And look, almost took her own head off.
God.
Let me ask you, Gino. You're a Second Amendment guy. Should people practice with guns, or should they just take them out and start messing around?
Well, I mean, you have to shoot them sideways, all willy-nilly. No.
That is wonderful, folks. We're having fun on the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast, Be Free, Stay Free, with Gino Bisconte. And we're going to get into some news a little bit. We're going to interview someone. We've got a local politician who's going to kick out, well, I won't say his name, but it rhymes with Swazi. He's a rep, and we don't like him. We don't like him. It's over in Nassau. He's got to be replaced. We're having fun. Stick around. We'll be right back after these messages.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just two entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW. Making travel great again.
Hey, fellow patriots, it's Cindy Gross here, host of Right for America, from your favorite place, the America First Warehouse. You've seen me show on my show so many products from this country's #1 most patriotic manufacturer with close to 400 products. You need to exchange the products you use in your house to this company and make your dollars count in our country.
All right, live from Studio 6B on a Friday night, live at the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice, all across the country, 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
We're back, baby. Back on the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast, Be Free, Stay Free, with special guest joining us, the man who's going to make Nassau great again, Nassau County here on Long Island, Greg Hack. Greg, thanks so much for coming on. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Kevin.
Now, Greg, I got to tell you, I'm not crazy about this Swazi guy. Oh, hold on. Make sure. There you go. How's that?
That's much better. Yeah. Hello.
There we go. There you go. Now, Tom Swazi's got to go. He's got to go. Now, looking at this article in the New York Post, you call him Taxman Tom. What is this clown up to?
Taxman Tom. All right. We already live in the most taxed state in the union, right? We also live in the state that has the biggest exodus of people leaving because it's so expensive. Now we have Taxman Swazi trying to raise our taxes again. Again, he's trying to do it and kind of thread the needle by just doing it on people who make over $400,000 a year. However, what happens when those people pay more? A lot of those people start to leave. That tax burden shifts down, and just like every other expense of the government, the middle class pays.
I'm starting to think voting Mom Downey in wasn't a good idea by all those liberal women under 30.
A little late, my friend.
Darn it! And 400,000 just missed me and you, Kev. That's lifetime earnings, right?
God,
No, that's together.
Oh, okay.
Now, Greg, first of all, I want to thank you for your service. This is what I call Veterans Month. Not Veterans Day. I don't believe in Veterans Day. I believe in Veterans Month. If they have a month for guys who want to cut off their wieners, we should have 2 months for our veterans.
Yeah.
If those guys get a month.
Yeah.
Pride.
My old man was in the Air Force, and my uncle was in the Army. Like older, World War II, and Dad was Korea. But I mean, they like, you just take for granted. Back then, you just take for granted people were in the service. Like, it is such a rare thing. So thank you so much, kiddo.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, those were my heroes growing up. You know, the guys with the World War II hats on, or the Korea, or I used to love talking to them and hearing the stories. So I used to really enjoy that.
Now, Greg, what separates you from this Swazi clown, other than the fact that he's a communist and you're not?
All right. Well, aside from the fact that he has a much better head of hair than I do.
Disagree.
Well, let me put it this way. He's emblematic of what the real problem is that we have in America. And that's the manner with which we choose our leaders, okay? If you're able to go into Congress, okay, just like Tom Swazi did. Tom Swazi went into Congress with a $2 million net worth. He's worth 450% more today.
Wow.
And we're just talking in a few short years.
Seems legitimate.
Over
Don't be
13
jealous.
million years. Yeah, exactly.
Seems like he's Nancy Pelosi's nephew. I'm sorry. Go on,
right,
sir.
But what happens when your elected leaders are able to do that? They're able to do things in Congress that they're not allowed to do on Wall Street. And what does that do? That attracts the wrong type of people to run for Congress. That attracts people who are grifters who come in and say they're doing one thing, exactly like Tom Swazi, comes in and says he's taking care of the people, looking out for union members, he's looking out for the families. And what is he doing? He's self-dealing on the side. He's doing 660 stock trades. Is this guy a day trader, or is he there to represent us?
Wow.
And he had the ethics committee looking into his trades because he didn't disclose them.
And what happened?
He made a lot of money.
You could say shitload.
Right.
I'll drop an F-bomb so no one.
Right.
He made a plug. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot you're on. This is important. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, that's the other. Let me point something out about what you just said, and I mean it. Because you're a genuine person, okay? You're authentic, and this is what I love. Like when Trump curses, everyone's like, because he's a businessman. That he's much like you, who's been in the service. He's lived a real life. He's not a career politician. So I love that that when Trump just talks because he's sat, and I'll give credit to Anthony Cumia, you said it. This is a guy that has sat at the table with politicians and with mobsters and knows how to talk like a human to all of them. But when when these career politicians try and curse, it is laughable and awkward. You just said it, no one noticed. But when Nancy Pelosi or someone on CNN says, damn, it's ugh, just stop begging for it.
Yeah.
Sorry I just want to say, that's so authentic. This is how you talk to normal people.
Yeah.
Because you're a normal person. Sorry.
No,
Go
don't
on.
be sorry. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you saying that.
This fucking guy. Anyway, go on.
You know what I hate? I hate the panderers.
Yeah.
I hate that Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to get me a beer. Or Hillary going, I've got hot sauce in my purse at all times.
What's the old Simpson sugar? How about those clowns in Congress? What a bunch of clowns. How do they stay so topical?
Now, Greg, let me ask you. There's this delegate from the U.S. Virgin Islands who is taking orders from Jeffrey Epstein as she's about to grill Trump's former lawyer, not a real lawyer, more of his Better Call Saul guy named Michael Cohen.
Of course.
And Epstein is texting her and prepping her to say this, do this, blah, blah, blah. And then
see this.
Oh, yeah. And
I saw a ton of stuff. I didn't see this.
And Congress is going nuts because they're like, we want the Epstein files. We want the Epstein files. They go, all right, well, they just released some of the files, and they could prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that this delegate from the U.S. Virgin Islands, a Democrat, was taking orders from a convicted pedophile. They never saw that coming. And they voted, should we censure her? And they voted not to because a handful, I think three Republicans voted not to. But Garbarino voted here. Or he's like, yeah, I'm here, I'm not voting.
Oh, that present.
President, there you go, thank you. Swazi said, no, just let her go. We call him Garbage Rhino. Garbarino just, well, I'm president. I think he fell asleep during a vote, too. How do you feel about politicians, especially Republicans? She's talking to a pedophile. Let's censure her. Garbarino says no. What would you have said?
Well, can I back up? This illustrates a real problem that we have in America. Trust amongst our members of Congress.
There's none.
Do you have any idea what the percentage of Americans, what percentage of Americans trust our Congress?
2%. Do you know?
It's below 10%.
Wow.
Below 10%. And that's exactly what it is. I mean, you have people out there taking money from special interests, which that's the reality of politics. I mean, that's going to happen. But you have to be a little selective. You have to be quite a bit selective. I mean, you have this kind of thing. And when the American people sees this kind of thing, a pedophile having the access to talk to a member of Congress to get him off the hook or whatever they were talking about.
Yep.
It's just absolutely disgusting to me. We need to restore trust in our Congress. We need to restore trust in our sacred institutions of government. And we don't have it. And when you don't have that, you have a disconnect between the people and the representatives. And when you have that disconnect, you don't have a government. You don't have a country. You don't have a real democracy.
And as much as I like Trump, I would say right now we're not getting closer. Don't get me wrong, this is what I voted for. Love what he's doing. But this whole Epstein thing, and don't get me wrong, I like that he finally flipped, for lack of a better word, and said, all right, I don't care anymore. He's like, I'm not on it. In fact, why don't you investigate these people? Clinton's on it, this guy from the New York Times. And I love that. But it's also it's taking so long to get to these places. Don't get me wrong, I love what he's doing on policy. I love this is what I voted for with ICE. It's great. But getting back to what you're saying, it's there's a long way to go to reinstate that trust.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I think that's really what some of the biggest problems are. It's really about how we choose our leadership and the real disconnect between the electorate and the representatives themselves. And I think myself, I'm an honest guy. I'm an honorable guy. You can go back in my background and look at anything that I've done. I haven't wronged anybody in my life. I mean, I've gone out of my way to do the right thing. And I've been straightforward. I've built a business. I've taken very good care of my employees. I built 2 of the top law firms in New York. And I want to serve my country again. And we need to make it easier for people to do that. I've fought an uphill battle to do this. I mean, you go and talk to the party and it's almost like you had the gall to run.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm an American that loves this country. I've done well. Unfortunately, the reality of politics in America is that you have to be a multimillionaire to run for Congress. And that needs to change too.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I can't tell you how many people I've seen advocating on behalf of our children in school board meetings and those kind of things. Those are the kind of people we need in our government.
So Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
So, folks, we're with Greg Hack running for Congress. Is it 3 or 4?
4.
4.
I'm sorry, 3.
Running for
You really need to know.
No, I knew
Moving
that. I
forward,
didn't
you're
know
going to
where you
need to. This is just my stupid friend Kevin. But moving forward, he'll be talking to
I thought you were
important
asking
people.
something else.
Congressional number 3, 4. What do we say?
It's 3.
It's 3. All right.
You
That's
better give me a whole lot of lumps. Sorry, I'm doing Bugs Bunny.
Now, you're a lawyer?
I'm a lawyer, correct?
All right, now, you know this. We're comedians. Every time we tell someone we're a comedian, they go, oh, tell me a joke.
Right.
So as a lawyer, do you go, oh, you're a lawyer? Can they, pin blood in a trunk on a used car? I bought the car used. Maybe the blood wasn't there when I bought it, but it was. Do they hit you up for legal advice?
Who?
Anyone, at a party?
All
you
the
ever
time.
Get that?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
My neighbor's got a tree. Greg, as I know it's euphoria. My neighbor's got a tree. Do you pick up?
I never realized that. But I'm sure I've done that. Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah. You know what? I was at a party, and there's a lawyer who only handles DUIs, and I was like, he's mine. Dibs. Dibs. I'm going to interview this man. So, yeah, you get that, too. How many times do you get that? Oh, what's your shtick?
Here's one you can use in your skit. That's my favorite.
And it's always the most racist thing you've ever heard.
Oh, it really is. I showed you the picture. Please. It's because you do jokes about race and red. You're like, I got one. They just dropped a horrific word. You're like, I'll see if I can ease that in at the next kids' party.
Folks, you're watching the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast, Be Free, Stay Free. 2 special guests today, Gino Bisconte and Greg Hack, running for Congress to get rid of Swazi. Is that how you say it?
Taxman Swazi.
Taxman Swazi. Let me ask you, Greg, is it possible that, because remember Hochul was like, oh, this is a Democrat now, you Republicans, get on out. Get on out. Is it possible that they're overtaxing people so that the people with money will leave and things will get so bad that everyone's going to have to jump on welfare or some sort of assistance? Is there some sort of bigger plan I'm missing, or are they just horrible politicians?
I don't think they're that bright. I don't think they're that far. I don't think they're looking that far ahead. Yeah. You know what? Can you explain the question? Can you repeat the question again?
I forgot.
You were saying with Mom.
Oh, are they purposely running people down financially so that so many people move and they go, wow, man, state's really poor. Everyone has to go on welfare, and now we control you.
Yeah, I think it's really because there's such a break within the Democratic Party.
Ah.
So I really think what's happening. I mean, Tom Swazi knew he couldn't pass that tax hike, but I think he's pandering to the leftists of the party.
Yep. Hold up. All right, Greg, let's hold that thought. We got 2 seconds left. We'll be right back after this, folks, with Greg Hack and Gino Bisconte.
You noticed your money just doesn't stretch like it used to? Your paycheck feels lighter, and your savings aren't growing. The culprits? Inflation and increased money supply. They've both been quietly eating away at your purchasing power for years. Today, the dollar's value has dropped significantly. You feel it every time you spend money on goods and services. Back in 1965, $1 or an ounce of silver could buy you a gallon of milk. Fast forward to today. That same dollar barely buys a couple of coffee creamers, while an ounce of silver would get you 8 gallons of milk. Gold and silver have held their value for centuries. If you had 2,500 ounces of silver back in 1965, you could buy a brand new Ford Mustang. Today, 2,500 ounces of silver would buy you 2 Mustangs. Similarly, in the year 2000, 628 ounces of gold would buy a new $170,000 home. Today, 628 ounces would buy you a $2,500,000 home. The problem? 95% of Americans don't own physical gold or silver. They think it's too complicated and too expensive, but it doesn't have to be. We offer a membership program that allows you to buy gold or silver with as little as $1. You can buy fractional amounts, safely vault them, or have them delivered to your doorstep, and you can liquidate them whenever you want at the highest buyback price in the industry. Ready to protect your wealth and keep your purchasing power? Scan the QR code or go to tafw.soundmoney.com to learn more.
The America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice all across the country, 103.9 LI LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
It's me, Joe the Box. And I'm John the Blanket with the America First podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from the America First warehouse.
Welcome to Right for America. Issues that unite, don't ignite.
I'm James Justice. We got Stephen Ruth over here. What are we doing, Steve? Fighting!
Welcome to the Patriots podcast. Good evening, everyone. We live stream every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. right here from the America First warehouse, the most patriotic venue in all the land.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Welcome to Liberty's Cage, the podcast tearing down the walls of America's broken justice system.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
Welcome to Suffocating in Suburbia with me, your host, Stevie GB.
Folks, final segment of the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free. Yeah, we've got Gino Bisconte here. We've got Greg Hacks running for Congress to replace Tom Suozzi, who he was in Congress. He left. Oh, George Santos beat him.
George Santos beat him.
Well, you know what? If nothing else, you can't fuck up that bad.
Right.
Bar is low.
Yeah, no matter what happens. Well, at least you didn't. Now you're from Hicksville. That's where I'm living right now. I live in Michigan too, but I go back and forth. So I'm by, where Old Country Road hits South Oyster Bay.
I know exactly where it is. Yeah.
All right, I'm walkable to there.
Okay.
Wherever I move, I have to be within walking distance of a bar. That's why I'm a fourth-generation alcoholic. No DUIs. Hate to brag.
Quitter.
How many you got, Gino?
I never got one.
Ah, congratulations.
That's right.
We're like the two major drinkers.
Let's get one on the way home tonight.
So, what can people expect when you win? What's going to change? Well, let me ask you this. Can people call you up and say, or email you and say, hey, this is going on in our neighborhood. We thought you should know. Because you don't strike me as a Tom Suozzi, like, oh, give it to my guy, and then figure.
No. In fact, it's very important to me. I consider doing this very sacred. I feel like I stepped away from my law firms. I have two thriving law firms in Manhattan, some of the top firms in the state and in the country.
Hey, let me ask you something. I'm kidding.
But they're going to get honesty. They're going to get transparency. And what I think that my job as a candidate is right now is to be the best candidate I can possibly be. And what that involves for me is to know all the issues, to meet as many people in the district as possible, to be the best possible candidate I can be, to learn all the issues, to get briefings in Congress and all the legislation that comes down, so that I can hit the ground running the day that I get elected.
And you know what I love? First of all, I hate when people say, well, some of these politicians, they can be bought, and they can be. But you're a successful man.
I'm incorruptible.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I love about Trump.
That's why they hated Trump, yeah. They can buy him.
But I'm not incorruptible because of money. I'm incorruptible because I love this country. Oh. And there's nothing in the world that I wouldn't do for this country.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm giving everything I've got to this. So I hope people understand that and will support me.
And I can get behind that because, I'm not in the same boat as you. But it's I really, during the lockdown and stuff, it really is the greatest country in the world. And people still try and slander. When we did that, you must have been disgusted by the way we dismounted from Afghanistan. Oh. What a disgrace.
That's where we met. That's where we met the first time. That disgusted me to beyond.
Unbelievable. And what a terrible country. There's a guy wrapped around the wheel of a plane trying to get out of that shithole. He said it. Trying to get out of there. And they're obviously, if you're telling me that you're going to Uganda and there's a plane, am I going to even try and get bumped onto that flight, let alone? I don't, there are things I see, and my life has been easy, there's things I see. My mother and brother were teachers with the educational system. There's things I see in the military. Yeah. And I just, and I think of my father and my brother, and I'm like, you've got to be, or just as a parent, I see things going on, I'm like, they've got to be losing their mind. And that is getting back to you become incorruptible, because I love this country. I never really cared about politics till the lockdown and stuff. Yeah. And I wish I'd never started because of all the corruption you see and the helplessness you feel.
You know what? I made a mistake.
having me on. I apologize. I was on the way. You tried to change your mind. That's how it went.
Didn't want to bring
wait,
that up.
I shouldn't have said that part, huh?
I always thought that the United States was beyond corruption.
Yeah.
And then came Joe Biden. I've never seen such corruption at such high levels. He had 3 bogus email names and millions coming in.
Yeah.
How bad is it out there?
I never realized how corrupt our government was either
Yeah.
until the last few years. And you start seeing how our money is spent.
Yep.
How our money is spent to $8 million to try and make mice transsexual.
5 cents to make 1 penny, I was told, by the way. Not making that up. Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
That doesn't surprise me.
Are you saying we shouldn't have transgender puppet shows in Madagascar?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I can't imagine. I couldn't look in the face of the hardworking people of the district who are trying to feed their families and deal with the high cost of living in our district. It's one of the most highest cost places to live in the country.
Yep.
And then you have the person representing you trying to bump up your taxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and spending it on like gay kangaroo studies or
Yeah.
something. In
I want to learn
And
about
this is a
straight
guy,
kangaroos.
and the guy, and Tom Swazi, Taxman Tom, is the guy who voted for those things. He voted in all those things, which just incenses me to no end because the guy paints himself as a moderate.
Yeah.
When he's an extreme leftist, he bragged about kicking ICE out of Nassau County. He tried to be part of the squad, the Ilian Omar AOC squad. And then he comes back to the district and pretends that he's one of us. He's a regular guy. He's a moderate. And these are the grifters that we're stuck with because you can trade on non-public information, increase your net wealth multiple times in just a couple of years.
Greg,
that's got to stop.
And I'll tell you what, one more thing I want to add, because just to put us in that boat, like how, I don't know how you look at this, I don't know how my brother, a teacher or a parent looks at this. As entertainers, like it kills us. Like when we first started, am I wrong? Like we'd be Thursday nights, 3 in the morning, like leaving stand-up New York because, you know, you want to get on late night TV. No one wants to get on Kimmel. No one, a lot of people do, but what they've done. Like I was telling him, I'm watching SNL Weekend Update, which used to be funny. Now it's just, they talk about the Epstein stuff and all they do is frame Trump. They don't talk about Biden.
Exactly.
They don't talk about Clinton. They talk about, like, the first joke was like, oh, after they opened up the government, you had all these emails on the desk to make the joke that, and it was Epstein emails. I'm like, were they from the past 4 years of Biden doing nothing? And was there a Ghislaine Maxwell trial hearing buried under them? But this, like, and they just go, ha, 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 and stupid, it's so annoying.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about the Epstein files, though? You know, there's a lot of data that can't be released because a lot of it was testimony in grand jury. In grand juries, so a lot of that information can't be released. So, I mean, even Pam Bondi.
Because they gave him a sweetheart of a deal, right?
Yeah. The first time they absolutely did. Yeah.
There's so many. Please, I can't even explain it because every time I go halfway down that rabbit hole, there's 80 names. I'm like, I can't. But they're saying. And I don't want to get down there, but they're saying he's like an intelligence asset, and he has stuff on everyone, and I wonder why I'm speaking about him in present tense. Anyway, back to what you know. I'm not suicidal, but I am a Chargers fan. Go on.
Greg Hack running for Congress, and that'll be Hicksville. That's where I'm at.
Hicksville. All right.
Tear it up, baby. Which high school did you go to?
I went to Hicksville High School, public school guy.
Is that where? What's
Billy Joel. Billy Joel.
Yes, Billy Joel. Do you have everyone from Long Island has an I hate Billy Joel story or an I love Billy Joel? Do you have either?
Well,
a third of them have a Billy Joel ran into my house with his car story. But anyway, go on.
I fish by his house all the time.
Actually. Oh, do you?
Yeah, and he's on Center Island. But he was always an extreme left Democrat. But I saw him embracing. Erica Kirk after the. And he's gonna. I think he's gonna do a show. I think he's gonna do a show for them too.
Wow.
Which really I loved hearing.
I always loved him growing up.
Yeah.
And this makes me like recently he was on Stern talking about The Shot, but loved him. My brother loved Bruce Springsteen, and I he was my older brother, so we got into Bruce. It's just it's like Bruce breaks your heart, but then when he's in another country doing let me slowly sit on the stairs and tell you how my country's falling apart, it's like now you're dead to me.
Right.
Now you're doing the slow roll. Right. Let me walk you through the terror. Like meanwhile, he's in what is he, Old England, or as they call it, New Syria?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm I'm a Bob Seger fan. None of that crap. Just sings the good old rock and roll.
Yeah.
Turn the page. Turn the page. Excuse me, folks. We got Greg Hack here running for Congress in.
I like how you hashed
Nassau
something
County.
up before you said his name.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Way to stay on
long
brand.
oyster. You almost came up there.
Way to stay on brand.
Long oyster. Now, Greg, let me ask you, where did this communism come from? I see it everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It's actually funny. You usually see, it's usually the kids on their $1,000 phones with their $300 sneakers, holding a $10 Starbucks, talking about communism.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely insane. My wife is here. Her grandmother was 100 years old, just died. I used to talk to her all the time because she was taken by the communists when she was 16 years old.
Shut up.
She was put into a concentration camp. She had a baby in the concentration camp. Baby died of starvation. Buried the baby. They made her walk on the grave with hard-boiled eggs, hot hard-boiled eggs under each arm. Torture. These are communists. These are communists.
Yeah, communists killed way more than the Nazis, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. I get carried away.
There are groups out there that'll say that, this is America. Communism is absolutely the antithesis of American values.
Yep.
And no, we can't pick and choose what parties to keep out, but we can make it very difficult for them. And that's what we need to do. We really need to do that.
Can we legally ban? So wait. Now, what country was your mother-in-law from? Russia?
Albania.
My former wife's family is from Poland.
Did they ever find her body? Your former wife? They ever find her body?
No, we don't know what happened.
They're gonna
look. Need some legal advice later.
I was in Poland.
Were you?
Recently. Yeah, I went to the Ukraine after the invasion to investigate war crimes.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Did you find any?
I flew into Warsaw. Yeah, I actually talked to quite a few people there.
Jesus.
Whoa.
I met this. The saddest thing, I met this 10-year-old kid. Right. His name was Alexei. Comes up to me. He doesn't speak any English. He's like, American. I found out this kid lost every single person he ever knew. Everybody lived in his apartment. Everything he ever knew was destroyed. The apartment building was destroyed. He was brought to the border by neighbors in the building. And man, it's just
wow.
What's going on with that war? Forgive my ignorance. Is it's still? It's fallen.
We
behind.
don't hear much about it.
It's out of the news cycle.
We've got exactly 40 seconds. Do you know why we're not hearing about it, or were we hearing too much about it under Biden?
I think just the news cycle is so chock full of Zoran Mondani and everything else going on that it's kind of taken a back seat, and that's sad to me because. That's sad to me. That it really is.
Yeah.
I can get into it, but.
Folks, 22 seconds. We've got Greg Hack here running for Congress. He's going to kick Tom Suozzi to the curb where all the garbage belongs. 15 seconds is all yours, Greg. What do you want to say?
I hope you'll come and join me and support me at greghack.com. That's spelled GREGHACH.com. Thank you.
There you go, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Greg, Gino, thanks for coming on, gentlemen. We'll see you next week. Be free, stay free.
Thank you.